So what you're looking at is my collection of Marvel Tsum Tsums, and these are small vinyl stackable toys that first came out in Japan, and I don't think they caught on very well in the U.S., but nonetheless, uh, probably because they're so cheap now, I've accumulated this really awesome collection of Marvel Tsum Tsums, and I love them. I mean, I'm displaying them on a little shelf, and I really, really like them, and I just wanted to share them with you in case you were looking for something cheap and silly to collect. Um, you can find these on eBay, or you can find them in Dirt Cheap, or Ollie's, or um, Dollar General, Family Dollar. I mean, they're really easy to find now. Um, I don't really collect the Disney ones, but I really do like these Marvel ones. So I'm going to show you the small collection that I have. I don't know if I'm going to get any more because I feel like I have the characters I want. But I do like certain things about these figures. Mostly I like in the blind bags you get these displays that come with the figures. And they're creative and they're very cool. So let's start with these. Probably the most ordinary one, display wise, is this Gamora figure. I love Gamora the character. And this is Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Um, this is probably a more interesting one. This is Star-Lord. And his display is his awesome mix, #1. And like an old cassette tape, it's clear. And it's got the paper label. It's kind of faded looking. And here's Star-Lord with his mask and his outfit from Guardians of the Galaxy. There's his laser, and there's different versions of Star-Lord you can get. There's one without the mask on, but this is just very cool. So as I show you these, I'm going to set them aside. This is Nebula, and Nebula is another one of my favorite Marvel characters. The actress is from Doctor Who. I really like the actress, Karen Gillan, and she's just, for such a character that's so blank, she actually has so much dimension about her. And her display is very cool. It's this cave with a skull in it. I really like it. As a matter of fact, it was this figure that got me to start collecting these, because I wanted one. I saw this display and then I thought, well, these displays are really cool. So it kind of started with Nebula. Let's see. How about this is Iron Spider? You might remember this is the suit that Tony Stark made, and he used it in the last Avengers movie. It's very simple but very creative and artistic looking, and I like his little Iron Spider suit. I really like that. Very cool. I have some that don't have displays here. These all were part of the Spider-Man Sinister Six set, and there is, of course, Spider-Man and Mary Jane. And what's really cool is Mary Jane is wearing an I Love Spider-Man t-shirt, which is just really cool. There's Spider-Man, and he's quite large. Here's Kraven. This is Anti-Venom. Mysterio. Very cool figure. He will be in the next Spider-Man movie, Far From Home. And what's particularly cool about this figure is his glass helmet that hides his face. And they pulled that off very well on the Tsum Tsum. Here is Vulture. More like the comic Vulture than Michael Keaton. Sandman. If you look carefully, you can see that Sandman's hands are kind of sand colored, like he's changing. So it's kind of reaching, but yeah. And Sandman wears his signature tucked in green shirt with a belt. Electro has a very cool face with that sort of blue fade on the electricity, and he has a bolt on his back. And of course, Doc Ock with that famous comic book face and his tentacles. So that's the Sinister Six. Let's get these guys out of the way. This, let me save these guys for last. I like this one right here. This is Daredevil, and he is on a gargoyle. And this gargoyle gave me inspiration to actually make one out of Model Magic in one of my last videos. I really love this one. I love the detail. He's perched atop the gargoyle. I mean, I really like this one. And to match him is Kingpin. And Kingpin, of course, is on top of a diamond. And he's bald. He's kind of wearing his white suit. Here's Daredevil. He's kind of plain, but he's cool nonetheless. This is another favorite of mine, and it's Red Hulk. And his display is breaking through this brick wall, which I really like. And if you look carefully, you can see his clothing is torn, where he's hulked out. He's got the angry face. And here is regular Hulk. And as you can see, they have like the exact same face and same hair cut. Of course, this Hulk is a little beat up. It's a very cool figure. Okay. This is Black Panther. One of my huge favorites because of a few things. Number one, he has a cape, which is cool. You can see his necklace and his cool mask, and his display is just awesome. It's two Black Panthers on this throne where he sits. It is really, really cool. Black Panther's definitely one of my favorites. This is Baymax. He is a Marvel figure because Big Hero 6 was a Marvel movie, but he's definitely the most basic of all of them. Doesn't mean I don't like him. He's really cool. Here is another one of my personal favorites. It's Thanos on top of his Infinity Glove, Infinity Gauntlet. And wow, just a very, very cool figure. His face, his chin with the wrinkles on it. I really, really like this one. Now we're down to the core Avengers. And 3 very cool figures on very cool stands. So we have Iron Man on top of his glove, and it's very detailed. This is sturdy too, and these are vinyl. These are very well made, extremely well painted. You don't see a fleck of paint in the wrong place. I mean, these are just really, really well done. This one is just beautiful. It's Thor. His hammer. It's here. His cape. And he is on a stand with this removable hammer and lightning. Oops. When you take the hammer off, it does come apart a little bit. There we go. Thor is very cool. That's just possibly my favorite display of all of them. And finally, Captain America, as we saw him in his movie when he, in the 40s, was frozen in the ice, and they identified him by his shield. The vinyl shield comes off, and you could also put it on his back if you just wanted to display him like that, which also looks very cool. But I like it just like this. All of the stands also have a dip in them, so you can actually, if you do it right, you can actually display one below, maybe a larger one below. Yeah, a larger one below. If you wanted to create like an Avengers thing or something. These are all stackable. As you can see, Tony's glove, they all have that dip on them. So you could display them like that if you wanted to as well. And they are stackable. So you'll have a large figure, a medium figure, and a small figure. And the vinyl makes them stack very well. They don't slide whatsoever. So they're very, very cool. So yes, these did not really do well in America, but that doesn't mean, I mean, I guess in a way, this means now if you want something cool to collect, now's your chance to get them while they're cheap. So definitely look into these. I wanted to show you something else too while we're at it. I started buying these Kinder eggs, the new ones that are in America, and there is an Avengers theme on the prize on the inside. So I want to show you what I've gotten so far. Well, I managed to find Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man, Ant-Man, Captain America, the Hulk, Thor. And I found one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Groot, and he actually popped out of his little stance, but let's see. You can see him now. I need to pop him back in. Anyway, these are very cool too if you like small collectibles. That was a nice little Kinder surprise thing. So, anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little video, and if you find some Tsum Tsums cheap, give them a shot. They're kind of fun to collect. They're kind of fun to display. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.